Period. Actually, he loves. Very odd. I can't even add nobody else. He froze my shit.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On second down, here's Bulls. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So they move forward defensively. Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now the first carry to TJ Wilder. And they get him down the mountain before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Defense had a chance to get off the field here. The opening drive couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, the other, you said, had a chance to get off the field.
What the?
He glitched. Yardage back at the 40. There's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Fake to Fournette, now it's Bortles to throw. Sharks got it, left side. He takes his regard all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and then hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre-game. That's what they did there.
A lot of people think the coaching staff, when it gets on them and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week.
It's in the refrigerator. He was drinking it earlier. He didn't finish it.
He got that award because of players like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is horrible. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. No one ran the ball more than the Jaguars in 2017, and we could very well see another carry here on 3rd and short.
You can't be serious.
James O'Shaughnessy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score the opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after.
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Point after by Lambo looking good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll make it across the 20. As these guys will set up shop at the 20-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Mariota. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off.
Yeah, I think he got the full for
short.
And that could go absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Sometimes the franchise will change the city's name from Jacksonville to Saxonville. Improved in 2018. He dropped defensive tackle Taven Bryan from the University of Florida to go along with Calais Campbell, the defensive player of the year last year for the NFL. They can get to the quarterback. And a lot of people think that Bryan is a mini J.J. Watt with his ability to get upfield and make big plays in the backfield.
Off 3rd down, Mariota. They'll have a 1st down, pass the field, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches...
Isaiah, move the phone from in front of him like that.
Warner lost the game. This seems pretty important, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up...
Watch out there.
That was key. Well, you're already after the touchdown on the other side. We talk about that a lot.
Okay, Levi. Mommy getting your bottle ready.
Scores could be an entirely different game.
They did a nice job getting out. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot when you take a shot, you change that up just as you're going to touch it.
And he'll lose his yardage here back to the 41. It's also 2 there, bringing him 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him said he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ooh, baby.
1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Don't act like that when Daddy got you. Okay?
Calling a pickup of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Oh.
With the former volunteer Charles Davis on Brandon Gordon, it's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is taken at about the 14. Bust through the tackle. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now Bortles. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he catches the ball better than Adrian Peterson. So I think they can up his utilization in the passing game. But what really impressed me was down the stretch in the divisional playoff game against Pittsburgh, hurt his ankle, left the game for a while, and came back and helped power his team to a big victory. Remember, he had some dings at LSU that kept him out of a few games. I thought that was a breakthrough for Leonard Fournette.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Out come the Titans now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Let's go.
Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Sometimes those lines are drawn on a grease board or a playbook.
And I want
the regular Black Santa.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he? He does, because he's going to dominate his guy.
He is bottle.
I take care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first
I'm here.
down.
I'm in.
Play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't be aware. We'll be back after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's
Yo.
a first and 10.
You know I'm streaming, right? They can hear you.
Running game working that stick with it.
Damn, this nigga busted another good one. Yeah, got that flag though.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Oh God. What are you shit?
To throw is Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Calais Campbell able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And now they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that will make this a more difficult prospect. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Open man right side is Shark. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Throw that. Hey, 54, Ricky.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Green 80.
Bortles now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to fire one. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, as the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Titans getting set to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 1st down carry for Henry. Calais Campbell on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A handoff to Fournette, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fournette, a first down carry. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And that's incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Where are they, team?
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Succop. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Fournette proven to be even more dangerous this year than as a rookie, as the Jags come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll go with the ground attack here. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go, let's go.
And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 23. Mariota to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, that's Lewis, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mariota on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing, Mariota. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They'll run it now out of the gun. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Mariota now to throw on first down. Being chased out left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Now Mariota. That's caught at the 3. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
He's going to lose big-time yardage here, but it may not matter because a flag is down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he stopped immediately there. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The pitch to Fournette. Fournette fighting through. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Green 80.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go. Double tight, double tight. Double tight.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Jacksonville, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.